So I played 7 Days Blood Moons, and there's a lot which they don't tell you how to do on Zombie Master and Survivor, but this video is focused on Zombie Master, so here we go. To start off, the most important thing which they don't fucking tell you shit about is how to swap your zombie. So to swap your zombie when you're in top down view, you're gonna want to click on the zombie variant, and then you're gonna want to tab out, and then when you tab out, it will spawn you in as that zombie which you selected. But there's also another way to swap between the zombies which you want. While controlling the zombie in your normal third person view, you can just press Q and it will automatically switch you to the next zombie. I'm not really sure if it's like the closest zombie next to you or like the zombie which you're looking at, but I just know it swaps you to the next zombie. This will help you utilize your zombies and make sure you're applying a lot of pressure, because without this, you're basically cooked if you go against a good player. Make sure you're utilizing all your zombies, but make sure your spitters are for sure part of the equation, or anything that's ranged. I'm not really sure. I played a couple hours, so I'm not the most advanced zombie master, but out of all my mistakes and all the games which I currently have played, I made sure to concoct a list of 15 tips and tricks. So these are all the tips and tricks that I learned over the time that I played. So like I said, your spitters, they're very important. You could do jump shots, which I don't even know how that fucking works. The spitter is fucking crazy. Like, actually, you could do your normal like big pounce attack onto the top of the building, so you could get like a new viewpoint and then like start spitting at them there. The spitter also though, he does a lot of fucking melee damage. I don't even know if he's balanced, I'm not gonna lie. He spits, does a lot of damage that way. He melees, does a lot of damage that way, and then he just cooks them if you know how to like play him properly. Whenever you're in top down view in Blood Moon, make sure you're putting your most important assets, and I can't stress this enough, behind cover. And yeah, that may sound obvious, but even if you put him behind cover, the players are still gonna try to fuck him. So here, Lockless is trying to kill my spitters. I quickly realized that, and then I put my other zombies right next to it, start spawning. I tab out, I pull up, I start hitting him from the back, and then like that, he can't fucking mess up my spitters anymore because they're a valuable asset in my zombie horde. Like I said, you always want to make sure your ranged zombies are well protected and will not be getting targeted by anyone that's camping or just trying to kill them on ground. So yeah, you're always gonna want to put your zombies in an isolated area which is hidden by cover, and then that won't even be enough. You're also gonna want to protect it with another type of zombie, like just somewhere near the area. It doesn't have to be right next to it, just have it like near the area, but also make sure it's not getting like instantly spawn killed, unless if it's like a lower tier zombie, then that could be okay to have it somewhere near, I guess. During prep phase, this is really important. You're gonna want to make sure you hinder them as much as possible. So you're gonna go around the map, you're gonna find infested crates, you're gonna find stashes, you're gonna want to break all that shit. You don't want them to get any of that wood, medkits, fucking ammo. You don't want them to have any of that. You want to starve them out. This took me forever until my last game I played to find out. So yeah, this is a really important one. You want to fucking just starve them out. You want to fucking outplay them. It doesn't matter if you win the battle as long as you win the war. Meanwhile, you're hitting all the lootables and stuff. You're gonna want your zombies to just be roaming around randomly, or like just make them fuck around with the people building and shit, so you could hinder them more. Also though, you could break the traps yourself from like a distance, a cool little distance, smack them, it won't do any damage to you. You're also gonna be wanting to do that while breaking the chest. So currently, when the zombie master gets knocked down, for some reason he's fucking able to like mega sprint on the floor while knocked down. So basically you just want to abuse that while it's there. Like, it's really fucking weird in the survivor POV, and it's pretty weird in the zombie master POV too, but it's really effective. It almost gives you a guaranteed get out of jail card, so you could get back on your feet again. Beware of the bat weapon. That shit is really fucking OP, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just because the terrible hit scan that people are hitting me from like fuck all with the bat, but that shit, if it doesn't one shot you, it will most likely knock you down. So just make sure you're avoiding that as much as possible. Stay away from people with bats, unless if you're like in a really good position, you're starving them down or something. Just make sure you're not fucking with the bats like that. I had to find out the hard way. Make sure you're hugging their camera view as much as possible, because they are in first person. So that means that if you're like right in their face, it's gonna be really fucking hard for them to hit you. So just make sure you're doing like circles around them, just juking. I don't fucking know, left and right. I don't know, whatever your preference is, like fucking pushing in, pushing back. Just do something that will make them waste their ammo, or just bait their swing, and then when they swing, you pull up, fucking hit them back. That also wastes their stamina, so that's really good. This is very effective because the zombies are really fucking quick. A lot of them are, at least. I don't know about all of them, but a lot of them are really fucking quick. So you're gonna want to make sure that you invest your points in chemistry really smartly, because that one you cannot reset like the skill points, as far as I know. But the skill points, you can just put them wherever, because in the bottom right of the screen it tells you reset skill points, and then you can just put them wherever you want again. If you fucked up, you want to switch up your style, it doesn't really matter. But the chemistry, as far as I know, you cannot reset that and like pick something else. I'm currently not too sure on what zombies are the best to pick, so I was just gonna do spitters. I'm probably still gonna do spitters. Screamers do seem like a cool option because they might bring in more zombies. Like I said, I'm not really too sure. When you go in the top down view, you could basically see wherever the fuck the survivors are. If they're on the roof, which they most of the time are, because that's like basically the smartest point to be camping fucking high ground. Make sure you're abusing your top down view. You will always know like if they're hiding behind something on the roof or not. But this also makes one of the perks really fucking dog shit because it shows you vulnerable enemies from like 15 meters or something like that. That perk is basically useless because I'm pretty sure you could already see the names through the walls and shit as a zombie master. I don't know if that's intended, but the perk is dog shit. This will also help you build a foundation on like where you want to attack, on how you want to attack. Like you could see where they're starting to build. You can start like fucking breaking shit around their house. You can start like breaking the walls. You can just start making their fucking whole building weak. Make it really easy to collapse on the blood moon. Make sure that you're using the follow and attack and cancel commands really smartly because I was not doing this for a while. So basically when you're chasing someone and like all the zombies are like scattered around and you want to group them up so they're going to use more ammo on the other zombies, less likely you, and you can just hide in between the horde and not. You want to use the follow command. All the zombies will basically be following you, so they'll all be in like a big pile. You can try to run around like juke, have your other zombies take hits for you, and then when you're close enough and your zombies are too, you want to switch the attack onto them, and then all the zombies are going to scatter around that person. You're going to come in from the flank. You're going to start smacking that motherfucker. Always spitting on them. I'm not going to lie, the fucking spitter's crazy as shit. Make sure you're not prioritizing a single target. I was doing this a lot until like my last games. This will fuck up your whole game. Like if you're just chasing one guy the whole time, like not trying to wither the whole group down, you're gonna fucking lose most likely. You want to make sure you're making all the people waste their medkits because supposedly they're all shared. I don't know if that's true, but I heard something about them all being shared. If you wither them all down, of course the group's gonna crumble. Like they're gonna start fucking hugging each other. They're gonna be scared as shit. And if they all start piling together in like some really vulnerable ass spot, you just swap to the spitter, start jump shotting them, trick shotting them. No fucking matter. The spitter's gonna fucking do it what it does best. You could hide pretty well by crouching. I'm not gonna lie. You could catch a lot of people off fucking guard. Crouching basically makes you like a one block tall zombie, which is pretty goated. I'm not gonna lie. But some zombies, I don't think I could crouch because I'm pretty sure I was trying to crouch as a spitter and it wasn't working. When you're trying to blend in, just know that the survivors will most likely see the red anime glare in your eye and they will instantly know that's you. But if they didn't really realize that, just make sure you're not making like too many abnormal like movements if you're trying to blend in. But then again, I wouldn't really advise that because like I said, they could most of the time just see that it's you via the fucking glare. You could attack while climbing some ladders, so make sure you're abusing that and you smack some ankles whenever you're chasing someone and they go up a ladder. Here's another bonus tip for Revolver users, because I'm using Revolver in Survivor and I realized it's pretty easy to have a lot of ammo as long as you don't shoot too much of it during daytime. In one of my matches, I survived the whole blood moon 4 days and I still had like 100 ammo left. Make sure you're trying to drain the Revolver or just break all the infested crates because one of my zombies was not doing that shit and it really fucked them over. It does not matter if you kill all the zombies in one blood moon if they survive the blood moon. By the next time that is day, they will all respawn and then the next blood moon they will all be there unless you kill them during the day. So make sure you're not like overly camping someone if they're about to despawn and no one's near them, because just know they will be back by the next day if you don't kill the other guys. You can auto-lock into the survivors, but I really don't recommend it because it will make it a lot harder to strafe and you will basically be an easier target and you won't be able to see behind you and stuff. This one's not for the zombie master, but when I was playing Survivor, it was really fucking annoying because the game did not tell you how to do this shit. Whenever you survive a blood moon, it asks you to choose a merit badge. All you gotta do is just press tab and then it fucking pops up. I don't know why the game can't just show you that. That was 15 tips and tricks as a zombie master with a couple bonus tips thrown in there. I'm about to trap home right now. Tips and tricks as zombie bad boy. Okay, I want to kill him. He's pretty low. I don't know when I'm getting up.